Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I hope your vote was nice this week. As for me, I got a mythic chest, which I catalyzed to tier. So not great, not terrible, I guess. This week I really need to do some heroic raid to get my 4 set if I'm lucky. And yeah, I wanted to make this video just to update you on some newfound knowledge, some changes in the macros and the rotation, because it has been brought to my attention by you guys, like commenting and also just general research, that I was missing out on some damage. So I made a couple of tweaks in my rotation and macros, and I wanted to share with you guys. So we're going to talk about what those mistakes were and how to fix them, basically. The changes you need to make in your playstyle, your macros potentially, without losing any comfort. The first mistake was that I was using Cold Blood secret technique on the first secret technique of the burst window, right? And while this is not a huge DPS loss, it still is a DPS loss, and if we can fix it, then why shouldn't we, right? So what I did was change this macro, my Shadow Blades macro. It used to be, cast Shadow Blades, use Tempered Potion, and then use Shadow Strike. I changed it to use a secret technique instead. So this is the first secret technique of the combo, which we do not want to be using Cold Blood on, right? And I kept my secret technique Cold Blood macroed like this. So every other secret technique will be with Cold Blood, which is what we want. We want the second secret technique of the window to be with Cold Blood. Why is that, you may ask? It's because when you press your first secret technique, you barely have any flag stacks, so you don't benefit so much from the extra mastery you get from flag. Whereas if you use Cold Blood on your second secret technique, it gets a lot more value since you're already fully stacked on flag, and it's going to do a lot more damage. So as I mentioned before, I changed this line from casting Shadow Strike to secret technique, which means that we are no longer generating combo points with this macro. We are spending combo points by using secret technique. So how do we generate combo points before using this macro? Is I've changed my dance and symbols macro to dance, symbols, and backstab. Now, why backstab and not say Shadow Strike, since Shadow Strike is obviously like a stronger spell? This is because I was not taking advantage of Dance Macabre full value. Basically, it gives you more damage by every unique ability you use in your dance, and while Backstab deals less damage than Shadow Strike, it doesn't really matter since you get the 6% bonus damage in all of your spells in your Shadow Dance. So that's obviously like a much bigger DPS increase than just using Shadow Strike as your first global on Backstab. So what you want to do now is you want your first global in your Shadow Dance to be a Backstab, which with this macro it's always going to be like that. With this macro you're always going to cast a Backstab after Shadow Dance, which means that the rotation would change and be something like this. As before, you want to use Shadow Strike out of stealth and then proceed with Flag, Rapture, and then you want to use Dance, Symbols, Backstab, so all in this button, and then you want to use Shadow Blades, Potion, and Secret Technique with the other macro. So it would look something like this.
Select or stand in circle.
And then you proceed with normal Shadow Strike, Eviscerate, Shadow Strike, Eviscerate. and it goes on. And as you can see, we have 6 dance macabre stacks throughout the entire duration. Then again, backstab, cold blood this time, secret technique. Because remember, we have full stacks, we have 30 stacks of flag on our second secret technique. So it's better to use cold blood then. And then again, dance and backstab, then secret technique, and then you go on like this. So it's not major, but it doesn't hurt at all. Like, I don't lose anything by doing it. And yeah, it's just some ways I improved my gameplay, I guess, deal a bit more damage without losing any comfort. Now, on the AoE rotation, the same changes apply. You're just using black powder instead of eviscerate. It would look something like this.
Select or stand in circle.
Again, you want to make sure that the first cast after your secret technique, after your symbol secret technique, is Shuriken Storm to apply the Find Weakness on everyone, so that you deal 30% more damage. But I guess that's it. I wanted to keep this video short and simple, and yeah. Hope you guys find this useful, and happy Wednesday.